Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome all. Happy Tuesday to you. Whew, it is Tuesday morning. It's kind of early this morning. We're doing a little morning flight down the coast of the Atlantic. Hopefully we get some people in here. It's a little early, I know. Nobody wants to be up this early watching. Pleasure to be here with you, though. I was pleasantly surprised the last video I did, last stream I did, I should say, flying to the beach here at Grand Strand, the inbound flight to Grand Strand. Got some pretty good views so far. 320 views on YouTube, which for me is a lot. So I thank you, each and every one of you that watched that video, and hopefully we can get a few more watchers and subscribers here out of this one. So we are on the VATSIM network this morning. There's no air traffic control because of the early hour, but that won't stop us. We're here to chase some scenery. Want to see the good views that we can find, and also, so definitely hoping to get some screenshots out of this as well. That'll be nice. So let's do this. Let's make sure we got our Volanter turned on here. Not that I really like it all that much. Oh, look at that screen link thing doesn't want to work again. I don't know if it's just the fact that it doesn't want to stream ForeFlight for some reason. Is there a block or something on there? It's just odd to me. Alright, there it is again. Strange. I apologize for that. But anyway, here we are back into this little thing here. Import from VATSIM. That's what we want to do because we're not doing any sim briefing on this, and so it should show us at Grand Strand, which it didn't load. There we are. No, I'm not. This isn't right. Did I misfile my flight plan? No, I put it incorrectly. For some reason, it put me at Charleston on the Volanter. This is KCRE. There we go. Grand Strand Airport. That's what we want. Okay. So here we are. So that those that want to see us can see us. Close that up. Friends. Nomad Aviator on the stream currently. All right. So about 86 nautical miles to destination. It's a very short flight. But we're going to do some practice approaches while we're in the air. That's the plan, at least. Some more reps in this aircraft. All right. Let's hop in. Everything is pretty much as we left it the last time. I think that should be including the fuel tanks being turned off, which I did. Oh, so this is just in the default mode. Okay. Back there. Let's go ahead and let's turn this so that it's kind of doing its... I want to try the G5s today. That might be kind of fun. Let's do it without G5s. All right. I'm not going to mess with any of that. Okay. So, configuration. And remove all the covers. We'll do the control lock when we're ready. I'm going to open the window up, get a little bit of this cool air in here this morning. First thing we do is remove that control lock. There it goes again. Live broadcast. Screen link has stopped due to attempted to start an invalid broadcast session. Alright, I'm just turning that off. Again, the Elgato screen link just not really working all that well. All right. Let's try it one more time, shall we? Alright, iPad, screen link, connecting. There it is. Jeez. Okay. Anywho's, gonna go ahead and get her started up. So we're gonna turn the nav light on by default. It just stopped again. Going without. Sorry, it's just distracting. Alright, so we'll go battery and turn the alternators both on. Check the battery voltage. Hello. What's going on? Yeah, this should be radio link. There we go. Alright, it's right up in the middle where we like it. So the battery is working well. Test some of our lights here, make sure everything's working correctly. Good. Looks like all the lights are functioning normally. That's the sound of the forklift behind me. Alright, so first things first. We're going to set full prop. The mixture all the way in. How are we doing on fuel? Got about half tank of fuel. Very nice. Throttle set about 1 inch. Turn all the mags on. Alright, and start up the left. Good start on the left side. Let's go right ahead and make sure that we got good voltage on the good amps on the left alternator, which we do. And now we'll go set the primer to the right side. Good start there as well. Bringing us back to about 1,000 RPM. Check that right alternator. Good start. Force the door shut. That's fine. I'm gonna keep it cracked for now. Alright, now that we got everything started up, go ahead and turn on our anti-collision light and the avionics master. Not too hot of a morning, so should be good on comfort. Comfortable and steady, it says. Give this a minute to spool up. Alright, to the flight. Let's see, weather. I feel like there's missed opportunities there. Let's see. Services. Utilities. Yep. System. Yep. Alright, flight plan. The fact that I have to even set this origin airport is just appalling. That is something that the actual GTN 750s do by themselves. Set destination, we're going to Savannah, Georgia. And route waypoint will be Charleston, South Carolina, where we will do some approaches. Alright, that's all set up. Got squawking VFR. Already on mode C. Go ahead and set the 122.8 in there. We're not going to transfer it over. Actually, go ahead and just transfer it. Stop it. Transfer it over there. Corpus, Chesapeake. That's not Chesapeake. CPC, CTAF, whatever. It knows the CTAF frequency. That's a good thing. All right, let's get our METAR on the Grand Strand Airport. Clear 3001. We'll set. Very nice. Yep, 3001 puts our airport elevation at 32 feet. So this is highly accurate here. Pretty much right there at near sea level. Wind is 100 at 7 knots, so we shall plan to depart runway 5. If I can figure out how to get there in this sim. Alright, don't want to waste a whole lot of fuel, so let's go ahead and close the door up. And latch it. Alright, with the parking brake released, we're going to go ahead and release brakes and do a quick brake check. Brakes work well enough. Start a taxi out. Grand Strand traffic, November 5077 Juliet Cessna 310, taxi to runway 5 for southbound departure. Grand Strand traffic. Away we go. Now, during the last flight, the sim erroneously depicted this taxiway that we're supposed to go onto right now as a runway. It doesn't seem to be doing that. It is doing it again. You see, these are runway lights, not taxiway lights. That's okay. We know this is a taxiway. We're not going to depart the taxiway this time. I landed on the actual runway the last time too. It was just really strange how all that worked. All right, a nice light taxi. We're already doing 14 knots. This thing taxis quite quick. Actually, and for taxi ops, you're supposed to have it, the mixture really leaned out. trying to keep that in mind. And we'll taxi out, do a quick run up. A little sandy out here. Look at this. 5 right. Yeah, whatever. Taxiing, taxiing. Alright, Alpha 1 coming up here. Into the, not really into the wind, we're in the crosswind right now. It's not going to hurt us. And we pull those parking brakes. Okay. And we're going to advance the throttles. A full mixture for this. Advance the throttles to 1700 RPM. Right there. Alternators are still good. And we check our oil temps and pressures. Temps, pressures, cylinder head temperatures are good on the left engine, good on the right engine. And everything is still green. The manifold pressure, fuel flow is still green. We got good suction in the green. And our outside air temperature is looking good. EGT is low. I don't think that thing even works. All right. Do some mag checks. Left engine, we'll do the left mag check. And a slight reduction in RPM, good. And do the right mag. A slight reduction in RPM there again on the left side. The left one, do the left mag. Very slight on the right engine. And the right mag. Very slight again. Okay, that's looking good. Do a quick prop check, make sure this is working accurately. Now to about 1200 RPM. Good. Bring it back up. Good. Okay. Props seem to be working normally. And we'll bring it back down to about 1000 RPM. All right, a good run up. I'm gonna go ahead and close our little window here. We're about ready for departure. It's a little bit warm in the cabin, it says here. We're gonna go ahead and open up the fan. Let's open it up just a little bit right now. Fan going, a little bit of air in here. Go about half. All right. And everything looks clear on the runway, clear on final. Let's go ahead and get ourselves airborne, shall we? Okay, so parking brake is released. Make sure we set all these on low for departure. Oh, look at that, we're rolling. Grand Strand traffic, number 5077 Juliet, Cessna 310, departing runway 5, departure to the south. Grand Strand traffic. All right, I'll make a left downwind departure here. And lineup is good. All right, start bringing the throttles up to about 17 again. Everything still looks in the green. Release the brakes and advance the full. Green, green, everything in the green. There's 80 knots, 90, and up we go. Positive rate of climb, landing gear up. Looks like we're all up. Cruise out at about 107 knots. Climb out. Downwind, crosswind turn. Yep, on the downwind. There's the airport here. Beautiful morning on the Atlantic Ocean. Grand Strand Airport. Isn't it really neat how it's right on this little inlet? Right on the beach. Good morning, Isaac. Just saw you pop in there. Sorry, I was busy taking off. Well, we're already climbed to about 4,000 feet. Gonna go ahead and reduce our power here a little bit. So I'm gonna bring the back to about 24.5 there, and we're gonna bring the RPMs down to about 2,500. Cruise climb. Back to the line a little bit. All right, autopilots. About a 700 foot per minute climb here. And we'll set nav mode. Start turning onto that line. What's going on in your world today, Isaac? Been practicing? All right. About 80 miles to go. So what is this? What headings? Put us about on 240. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put us in heading mode. The bug is not where I want it, but fly 270-ish for a while. I'm going to put us just a little bit north of this line so we can get a good view of the coast. There's Myrtle Beach Airport. Eskadrakos, good morning to you, or whatever it is for you. Hello, welcome to the stream. Doing a little flying down the coast. I'm gonna check the beach scene. Myrtle Beach KMYR Airport, just here out the left window. Coming up on cruise shortly. What's the message here? It wants me to come back to that course. I don't wanna. Get those coastal views. All right, now we'll bring it back. 240. There we go. Look at all that coastal beachfront property. Almost at cruise altitude. Now we should really start accelerating. Flying over the top of the Myrtle Beach Class Charlie airspace. An outer view here. Sephiris, good morning to you. Can't complain too much about how I'm doing today. Mr. Drakos, I'm a native Californian myself. So I know how the California thing works, but good morning to you on the West Coast. Flying down the other coast. Beautiful. This is a good morning. This would be a good time to be at the beach, I think. Out here. That was the problem. Now we're picking up speed. 171, 72. Turn us a few more degrees to the left. Another 5 left here. These temps are a little on the high side. Alright, so I'm going to check into Charleston here. See what their weather's like. Charleston, 0504, visibility 10, view clouds 2500. That might be fun to do an approach into. If it lasts. Let's see, so 0504. Probably get away with something on runway 33 for an approach, which would kind of closely line up with what the direction we're flying. Alright, let's look at procedures. ILS at 3-3 would be a good practice approach. So, alright, let's see how this works here. We're going to go to Charleston, click on Charleston. Aft. No. This isn't exactly working the way I want it to. Alright, so we go in here. We're going to go back. I'm going to go to procedures. Approach and not it. I don't want Savannah Airport. How do this thing is a little bit messy. Nearest airport. Okay, Conway, Myrtle Beach, Grand Strand. Alright, we're not that near yet. Load that up a little bit later. Alright, so the cylinder, immigrants from Greece. Nice. And they came to California on an ocean liner. Dallas. Wow. Guessing there's a part 2 to this message. Doesn't feel like it's quite as hazy as it should be in the sim. Should probably be a little hazier this morning. Ancient Greek goddess. Well, that's pretty legit. We're in the presence of a goddess. I like it. It's a good name. What part of California are you guys living in right now, if I may ask? 56, just over 56 miles to go till Charleston. Get my nav radio set up here. So for the ILS, the 3-3 in Charleston, it's 108.9 is the localizer frequency. 0.9er. Get that locked in. For our OBS, so the 334. Bendix King nav radio, so 330, I'll say about 4, right about there. San Bernardino, very nice, Southern California. I'm a Northern California boy myself. I know, not everyone's perfect, right? Okay, so now that we're kind of inland now, I'm going to start getting ready to switch us to back onto nav mode once we get a little bit closer here. We're in pan mode there. Let's get off pan mode. Charleston is a little more inland than Myrtle Beach or Grand Strand. 50 miles to go. It's a nice light VFR flight today. Manifold pressure is a little on the low side, so I can go ahead and add a little bit of throttle. That'll give us a little extra speed. Contra Costa County she lives in, and that's nice. Yeah, I'm from Mountain View, California, so Santa Clara County. Born and raised. Go ahead and hit the nav mode. Wants to bring us a little bit. Okay, so yeah, the line's just a little bit to the right of us. Slight right turn here. A little bit of low and slow flying today, guys. Coming right over Georgetown County Airport, GGE. Let's see it out our left window. Georgetown, South Carolina. All right, right centered up on the line now. Still in the green. AGTs are up. I can probably lean out. Actually, I'm as lean as I probably want to get, I think. Lean out a little bit more. There we go. AGTs came down. Looking good. So the idea here is to try to get the fuel flow down, the power output up. A little more throttles are maxed right now. Power about 75%. Trying to sync up the props a little bit. Get your temperatures up. All right. Put it right at 181 knots, which is basically where we want to be for cruise speed. 40 miles to go to Charleston. Kind of see it out there in the distance. Charleston starting to show up in the Garmin window now. So far we're doing all right with the Garmin GPS, or the GTN PMS GTN 750. It's a little quirky, and I'm kind of lost around it a little bit, but we'll get there. I like having the 650 right next to us as well, so we can manage the flight plan inside of the 650 while we look at the map on the 750. Definitely some flat country out here in the Carolinas, especially in the coastal part. Not a lot of mountains or hills, but it is very, very pretty. Very, very green, as you can see out the window. And very nice beaches. Some nice warm water in these beaches. Which is my favorite part. Fuel quantity is still good. Turn the aux pumps off. They're still kind of complaining about it being cool in here, so I'm going to turn the fan off, I think. .172 Sierra November. That ain't right. .29 miles to go. Bring this up in Navigraph, I think, since I can't get the ForeFlight to work on the screen here. KCRE-KCHS. Must it now. Okay, so Navigraph charts, definitely not really designed to do what I want to do here. Alright, so let's change the route. Clear the route out. Grand Strand. Just put Charleston in. Type route. Charleston. New flight, manual input, Grand Strand to Charleston. There we go. Okay, so Charleston's chart list approaches ILS 33. and the... Okay, so Charleston, waypoint info, procedure. There we go. We want ILS 33. Why can't I load this? It doesn't work like that, I guess. So we want to go to nearest airport. Columbus County still in there. Let's go scroll up here. MilViz, Strand. Is this not updating? Because I mean, Charleston is right there in front of us. Okay, very odd. So, there we go. Load, approach, and activate. Okay, let's try this again. Remove waypoint. Charleston is our destination now. Okay, are you happy? There we go. Load procedure. Approach. Down. ILS 33. Sync the heading bug here. Go to heading mode, and I'm going to load and activate. So we're going to go over to... Where do we need to go? Alright, so it wants to start us at Charleston. I'm not going to do that outbound. Let's just do a vector to final here to start with. So as I zoom in, it'll get us down towards Shrimp. So we're going to do left to heading. And we'll start with about 180. Come in over the water. That'll be pretty awesome. I'll start a nice slow descent down to 3,000 feet. Yeah. Oops, that is not the right button to hit. There we go. Down. Alright, so altitude. Give me altitude. Wait for it. Okay, altitude 3,000. That button. Oh, we want to go down to about 500 feet per minute. Alright, so we're in descent now, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the throttle back a bit, so I don't speed up too much. Shrimp and gator. Charleston Airports. I think that's it right over there. Ah, Hestia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It'll show up on my little activity thing here eventually. So I've started out streaming on Twitch, but I just like the quality that you can get here on YouTube a lot better. So that's pretty much why I'm here. I think you get a better product overall. All right, I think I need a 190 heading here. So do you watch a lot of flight sim videos? Are you into Flight Simulator at all? real world pilot, things of that nature. A little bit of a scud layer over here that I'll try to get below. That's probably the 2500 that we were talking about in the weather brief. It's showing scattered at 2000 now. Wind 120 at 3 at Charleston. It's almost as if coming in 1.5 would have been better now. It's alright, we'll do the over the water approach. Come in for the shrimp, the gator. I like saying it like that. We're picking up the localizer. I'm not hearing an ident on it, which is kind of what I was hoping to have here. Morse code, but I don't hear it. Infinite Flight is your flight sim? Cool. A little mobile flight sim. Where are we at altitude? Oh, we need to go down a lot faster than this. Where's our speed? We're darn near yellow lining. Come back to like 1700. Hard. Manifold pressure. 17. Something that helps us slow down. Yeah, that's helping. Good, because what I need to do is increase... Oh, jeez. I messed all this up again. I need to bring this back 3,000 feet and down at like 1,000 foot per minute now. Full prop here and start. That's too much prop. There we go. Getting us a slightly better mix. 1,000 to go. So the final approach course here is 334, so I'm going to make it a 105. 334, 245. Yeah, 245 is my intercept. Let's go ahead and make that right turn now. Overshot a little bit, so go to like a 250, 265, I think. 255. That'll be good. Alright, we'll turn, little base turn. Coming up on 3,000. I don't know how the vertical guidance of this is going to work here, guys. Alright, so we're over to V-Loc now. That works better. Right, turn to 300 to intercept. And turn on approach mode. Actually, no, it should be nav mode, right? Yeah, nav mode should be armed. Armed glide slope is on. And nav mode will get us on the localizer. There's the runway in sight. Localizer more or less captured, right on it. So other than, now this is our glide path indicator right here. So that's the best we got. So I'm going to have to be looking here and there, as this radio doesn't help us with the glide path. Oh, I guess it's right there. I guess it does. Here comes. Glide slope's coming in. Glide slopes on either side. Okay. So I'm going to start slowing us down a bit. Props full up. Mixture rich. Yeah, it's back to 130 knots now. Let's go ahead and do flaps 15. Still in the green. The cylinder heads are getting a little hot. Alright, here comes the glide slope. Doing about 105 knots indicated. Over the ground 110. So we're a little slow. But we're going to start our glide slope descent here. Oh, I didn't arm it. There we go. What do we think? Is this going to be a good landing or not? It's a hard aircraft to land. A little high right now. Runway right there. Oh, we are going fast. Right now I'm trying to slow it down, which is easier said than done. So let's go gear down. Add a little bit of drag. In a better area for flap extension. Flaps coming full down. Alright, feet are on the pedals. Get ready to disengage the autopilot. Try to get us right around 105-ish knots. What's our altimeter here, by the way? 3001, same altimeter. Alright, autopilot's disengaged. A lot of back pressure on the trim. A little high. .3 to go. A little left. Watching the speed. That bar back. So I'm looking right in here right now. Slow and coming back, slowly coming back. Still a little bit high. 2 mile final. Speed is a little fast, but we're otherwise doing pretty well. Alright, right on the localizer now. Now. Correct here. That's looking good. Classic case of the runway not quite aligning with the pavement. Or the approach. Yeah, it's a little bit crooked. Same thing happens at Greensboro, a little high again. Pull a little power out. Alright, everything is good. Flaps are down, we got 3 green. Good on glide path. Got the runway made. Go ahead and reduce. Hold that nose up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Very nice. Alright, we go flaps up. Full power. Positive rate gear up. That was pretty nice, if I do say so. Okay, I'm going to level off here. Manifold pressure, let's bring that back. Make a right-hand turn. Let's go do another one. Flying never hurt anyone, right? Let's bring it up to 2,000 feet. Yeah, it's not too bad when the autopilot does most of the work for you. Alright, it's about a base heading there. I want to level off right around 2,000 feet. Which means I gotta nose this thing over. There we go. Right in there is fine. Nope, 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 nope. Easy. In a faster, higher performance aircraft like this versus the Cherokee, you really whip around the pattern pretty quick. Gaining a little altitude. Let's keep that nose down. There's the airport. Hello, Nomad and Norgooner. Some good friends in here watching me whip around the pattern in Charleston. I'm high as heck. There we go. Coming over the shipyard. Set up for another ILS approach. A little bit of nose down tendency right now. I think we're in a good spot trim wise. Not a lot of wind, so I don't have to work the rudder too hard. Bring back a little bit of throttle. Nomad is in the middle of his flight right now, I think. Oh, he's at cruise. He's just looking for stuff to do. We'll send him all my way, Nomad. you haven't already. Yeah, no pressure. Oh, got so many viewers now. What are we up to, 4 here? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we're gonna have a good landing. So we already had one landing, which I think went really, really well. The approach went pretty well. The landing went pretty well. It's a very easy plane to kind of keep up with. It doesn't go so fast that I feel like I'm constantly behind it, which is nice. And I think I'm starting to kind of figure out how this whole constant speed prop thing works. It's not easy. Got all these different levers to manage. My goodness gracious. Back. Let's go ahead and lean out just a little bit. Probably add a couple of knots to us here. 176. Yep, it's coming up already. Oh, we have descended a bit low. All right, outside the final approach fix, Gator. Bit of back pressure there. Nose up, pit trim. Alright, there's final approach fix. I'm going to start angling. I'm going to turn right to like a 180, I think, here. It's a nice gradual turn, not in a big hurry. Go full standard rate now. A little bit of right rudder. Oh yeah, this aircraft is very nice to fly. Very nice. She's a little twitchy, a little sensitive, but she wants to do what you tell her. It's I-Pete. I don't know what that means. Cool place to do an approach. Alright, we'll start turning in. Little right rudder. Bringing it to like a 240. A little less right rudder. More right rudder. There we go. There's 230, so nice gradual rollout. Right on 240. Very nice. I'm going to try to fly this whole approach by hand this time. Power back to about 1700 RPM. Try to hold 2,000 feet. Bring the altitude climbing a little bit, which is all right. Speed's coming back to the white arc. There comes the glide path. Right rudder. Speed's in the white arc. Get ready for flaps 1. Here it comes. Flaps, what is it? Flaps 15, I think it goes to right away. There's only 2 notches of flaps in this aircraft. Alright, we went through the localizer a little bit, which is normal. There's the runway in sight up there. I'm descending, that's a problem. Add a little power, start a bit of a climb. Ugh, my feet are, I don't even have nice feet though. Nobody wants to see that. It's an idea, though. It's a decent idea. A little bit of a climb here. All right, that should level us off. Power back. 1700 we're looking for. There we go. All right, props full. Full ready. stretch on the mixtures. I'm really having to pull this thing back. There we go. Little trim never hurt anybody. Glide slope's not even active yet, so I'm gonna add a little power in since we're level. Oh, it's still dropping. I gotta do a better job with my altitude, try to get up to 2,000 before I hit the gator. About 100 feet low, a little bit left of final. And there's the glide path. And that nose over a smidge. Very nice. Glide slope indicators right here. There's the dots. Localizer there. You can also see it here and here. I'm actually right on the glide path. This is nice. I can't see the runway, so I can't use any sort of visual reference. It's descending a little too slow. Go full flaps. Oh. It's squawking at me because my landing gear is up. Go gear down. Yeah, we floated a little bit there. Now I'm through the localizer. And I'm too high. Back on glide path. Pretty much right on the loc now. It's a little bit to my right. Try to correct here. A little more. I'm going to add some power in. Again. Now we're too far to the right. I'm not even looking at the runway. You guys can see it, but I can't. It's kind of, I'm locked into my instruments here. I'm in foggle mode. Alright, I think I'm pretty well lined up though. A little high. Alright. Come back to the right a smidge. Let's start correcting my heading a bit for the wind. Still very high. Glide slope's coming back. I'm still a little bit. I can see the runway in my peripheral vision. Just a little bit left. Right on glide slope. Alright. Minimum's coming up in about 100 feet. Low. Speed's dying. Add a little power. Minimums. Alright, there's the runway. Aiming for the 1,000 footers. Got it in the touchdown zone. We'll go flaps up. Full power. It's just going to want to come right off the ground. There we go. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Out to the left here this time. Pretty much done with our approaches here. That went nicely. Oh, now it gives me markers. Alright, turning southwestbound. Climbing like a rocket. Start bringing the power back here a little bit. Cruise climb. All right, Mr. Norgooner, I need a rating on that one. 2,000 feet. Try to get to a good spot where I can turn the autopilot back on. 700 feet per minute up to 3,000 feet. Autopilot engaged. Okay. A weak 8, more like a 7. Okay. I wasn't center line, so that probably had something to do with it. And I kind of floated for a bit. I was a little fast coming into that one. All right. Let's get the autopilot set up, shall we? So let's see. The next add in route waypoint. I'm going to add K. Savannah. Enter. Where is it? Try it again. KSAV. Enter. It has not entered that anywhere. Approach, remove approach. Let's do that. Let's remove the approach first. Add an en route waypoint. KSAV, enter. There we go, Savannah. All right, let's hit the direct button. I want to go direct to Savannah. Activate. Boom. Nav armed. Let's make sure I'm on GPS. There we go. Level at 3,000 feet. Flaps are up. Go ahead and lean out. Oh, that's a nice cruise. We're headed to Savannah. Closing that approach for flight. So we are direct Savannah. $67 miles, not too far out. That's right. You gotta be a strong critic. All right. I'm glad you're able to watch right now. See what the the passengers think? Yeah, they're giving me like about a 90-ish right now. Comfortable and steady cabin. A little bumpy down here at 3,000. Make a nice steady climb up to 4,000. It's right altitude for direction. I should probably be going up to 45 to do that, but set it at 45. Alright, so I will check the weather at Savannah. Savannah's shown also with altimeter 3001, so I haven't actually had to touch the altimeter once, which is very nice. Wind is 280 at 3, a very calm wind day in Savannah. The visibility is 10, scattered at 2200 is the are the clouds, and density altitude 1680. So it's a little humid out there today. High pressure, high humidity. Gives you the higher density altitude. The actual airport elevation is only 50 feet above ground, 50 feet MSL. So it's right there on the coast. Kind of close to the coast. As I said, the wind is 280 at 3, which sets us up nicely for a 2.8 landing. We'll do an approach to 2.8. Actually, I got to change some tanks here is what I've really got to do. That beep noise is telling me that I'm 1,000 foot to go on my climb to 4,500. Still have 60 miles left, but I'm going to try to do something I don't normally do, and I actually have been very naughty on a lot of this here. I'm going to turn on do a tank swap here, so I'm going to do ox pumps on low for this, and really need to get down in there. We go to the left auxiliary tank, right auxiliary tank. Got a lot more fuel in those right now. Cruise portion will go to auxiliary. Once I get it back on approach, I'll change back to the mains, and I can turn those pumps off. So now in this aircraft, these fuel tanks on the wingtips are standard. Those are actually the main fuel tanks, and that's just for the weight and balance of the aircraft. It balances better with all the fuel weight being on the outsides, so you load the outside first and then the insides next. So right now we're on the aux fuel tanks, which are in the wings. It's a little bit different than how a lot of aircraft work. A lot of, like, you get bonanzas with the fuel tanks. The fuel tanks, the wingtip tanks. The wingtip tanks are generally, if they're like an add-on, those are going to be your auxiliary tanks. But like I said, in this aircraft, they are standard and they are the mains. RPMs are good. I'm going to add some power here, get us back up to get our manifold pressure up a bit. Bring the mixture down. Really lean that out to get a little bit more speed out of it now that we're level of 4,500. Beautiful day. About 150 indicated, 162 over the ground. It's probably more a product of our altitude and not anything else, I would say. EGTs look good. We're bring up the manifold pressure just a smidge here to try to get closer to 2450, top of that green arc. And we'll turn the prop up just a smidge also, get up to 2500 RPM. And I'm going to lean out, try to get a little bit closer to 75%. I think should be right about there. There we go, 173 knots over the ground now. We're speeding up pretty well. So the indicated airspeed's up as well. EGTs are really nice. 179 knots. Coming into some clouds. 50 miles to go. So we might have to try to climb above this here. Up to 65 we go. I'm in a cloud, which I should not be in right now.
Sydney, and then get the drone out and go have a look at some of those landmarks. So we'll do that before the pre-release on Friday. Cool, sorry, Snare, this is real flying. What do you, Snare's flying, yes, Snare's flying, it says. I know. If you like that sort of thing, it's beautiful. Flying in cloud though now. I'm just seeing you flying in cloud. I hope you're an IFR. Alright, cool border. Sorry, stupid question, but you've got on a takeoff inhibit and land inhibit message during your first couple of flights in the Phoenix. Is this normal or am I missing something?
I just got called out. I was slightly in a cloud for a few seconds.
So landing inhibit.
Alright, now we're gonna a little overspeed there, so I'm gonna
landing inhibit always
add a little throttle, reduce the prop a bit.
Below 1,000 feet.
Props for 2,500 RPM.
That'll always go in landing inhibit.
Throttle for 2,450.
So it's basically saying the aircraft's going into landing mode. Takeoff inhibit.
Trim out, or sorry, lean
honestly,
out.
I can't remember.
75%. Right at the tops here.
I know the landing inhibit always comes on.
So there's one aircraft that's landed in Savannah. It's an American MD-80 from Pensacola. It's on the ground there. There's a Honda jet that's going to be flying from Greensboro to Miami currently. So I'm not surprised. You're probably going to see a lot more of those on the VATSIM network now that the Honda jet's been released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's someone in a Chancellor flying from Sarasota, Florida, down into Greensboro currently. Good for them. Brandon Teed, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. He says, how does one get into the MySpace top 5? Asking for a friend. Okay. MySpace top 5. Well, you got to take your Wayback Time machine and go back about 15 years. That's a start. Gosh, MySpace. Haven't used that in a while. $38 miles to go to Savannah. Yeah, the Honda Jet is a cool little bird, Zephyrus. It's a product. I've already probably told you this before, but it's built at my airport in Greensboro, North Carolina. So they are in and out all day, every day. He's here to see some real flying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The real flying here is done with these props. You get all these nice levers, a bunch of nice gauges and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of glass. And I know Norguner agrees with me on that. He's been trying to push me to do the flying, to do this kind of flying for a while. So I wish it was a little bit more of a VFR day here near Savannah, but this is what we have to deal with, unfortunately. Might have to kind of give myself a quote-unquote pop-up IFR clearance. So what is this? Sephra says, you know how much I love the top 1% jet. That's right. Oh. Okay, so I was getting trolled a little bit there. That's right. We want real flying. We don't want any of that. Just press autopilot and sit back and for several hours. Got another 9-hour stream coming up, right? Nomad? Another across the pond type of deal you're going to be doing soon? See how long you can go? 24-hour stream, maybe? All a cruise. The GPS is cheating. This is how you fly in real life. You want radio navigation, don't you? I could do that, I guess, but the problem with that is that they're eliminating VORs in the US like crazy, so it's almost getting really to the point where it's really hard to fly a radio nav anywhere. We like to politely rib Mr. Nomad every once in a while for his love of the Airbus and the easiest plane to fly in the world. What are we looking at here? I can do still a little bit more on the manifold pressure, I think. Just a little bit more headroom. I'm maxed out on throttles right now, so I can't give it any more. I can't give it any more. Come back a little bit on the RPMs. And we're still right about 75% power. Nope. Trying to sync these props. They don't quite sound synced. Oh, there we go. Right about there. UGTs are equal. Everything's in the green. Top of the green arc there in the whatever that is up there. PSI, the oil temps are good. Cylinder head temperature is pretty nice. All of these are looking right about where we want them. And we got 27 miles to go. So we're cruising at 182 knots. Look at that. That's what you want to see right there, Nomad. Hop into the Chancellor again this week, or I'm going to lose all my skills. Yeah, I haven't tried the Chancellor yet. I'm trying to give this... it's the 310 an honest to God go. You're right, Norguna. This particular GPS is almost the state-of-the-art GPS right now. This is the original GTN 750, which is only a few years old, but they're on the GTN 750 XI now, which is a little bit nicer. And but this is still a very nice. It's all touchscreen and everything, and so you can do a whole, well, has all sorts of cool functions. Now this particular model of like the simulation of it is not all that great. I will be honest about that. So it's not as useful as the actual real world unit is. Radio flying is cheating. We'll use celestial navigation. We'll just navigate by the stars like they used to do. I'll bet Norgunner would actually like it if I did that. I realize if I have my head down, it looks like I'm in the clouds. I know. I'm above the clouds. I'm legal. If you're not flying using the Force, are you even a pilot? Yeah. I'm just going to turn all of this off. Let's shut down the avionics completely. I was kind of using the Force on that approach. I was staring at instruments the whole time, but... Alright, it's telling me to check the ATIS here, so I'm going to check the latest weather, 2803. Altimeter still 3001, still scattered 22. These are scattered clouds. This looks a little more scattered to me. I'm going to try to get kind of in a hole over here somewhere if I can. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Let's set up to do just that, shall we? And then I'm going to turn the heading bug to like 250. And right 10 degrees. The heading mode. Got to find a hole to get below this. 17 miles to go. Alright, so we're off of GPS mode and the localizer mode. I'm going to go ahead and load a procedure, as we want to do a ILS to one of the 2.8s. No, do we not have an ILS to 2.8? We have only an ILS to 10? ILS to 1? Alright, we'll do RNAV. Procedures. RNAV Yankee 28. I'm going to do it from FEXM, so we'll load and activate that approach. So I've got to go back to GPS mode now, I guess. Let's see, FEXM. Oh, let's look at that. It's directly to our left. Okay, so go hard left. 170, say. There's just no holes here for me to get down through. Try to get out closer to the coast. Maybe I'll find something, but I doubt it. This is actually an RNAV RNP approach. Speed's still good, 186 knots, 75% power. Fuel is good. It's going to be just about time to, as we start our descent, I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the main tanks. Lights are here to tell me that I'm on the auxiliary pumps or the auxiliary tanks. All right, looks like it's clearing up out here to the east a little bit. Somebody asks, what am I doing? I'm trying to find a hole in these clouds to get down VFR. Bringing some power back. I'm going to try to descend through this here a little bit. Hopefully I can get down right over here. It almost looks like it's raining. A few degrees to the left. Alright, I'm going to get about, try to get down to about 2,000 feet. I think I should have room to do it here. Slowed us down considerably. So we'll start ever so slightly ascending here. Hard to move this bug. Alright, so we found a good spot to get below. We'll turn around and come back in. Out over the water now. Don't want to get too far out there. turning right to west, due west, 270. All right, 1,000 to go, 3,000 feet. 186 knots in the window. Might go through this little puff, which isn't going to kill us. Shouldn't anyway. We get flipped over. It's not my fault. $2,300. I might have to get even lower. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a practice approach in there right now. Down to 1,500 feet. And these clouds are low. Alright, so for 1,200, I'll try to get below them here. Down to 1,000. So we have the necessary visibility now. It's just, man, these clouds stink. I can't do an approach in this. Direct. Savannah Airport. Set nav. Man, it's getting hard to see. Alright, so no approaches today into Savannah. I'm not going to do the practice side. I'm not going to actually... Well... what it thinks the METAR is here. Calm, scattered to 31. This doesn't look anything like that. Alright, well, let's see the airport out there in front of us. We're just cruising along the treetops almost here. Which isn't bad, 'cause that's 13 miles. That airport's 13 miles away, so the visibility is enough. We're not technically as far below these clouds as we should be. But the visibility is fine. It's upset with me because I didn't arm an approach. Think my setup's alright? It's okay. Here's a nice pocket. This is the Hunter Army Airfield off your door left. Starchild, thanks for joining us, man. Feel free to like and subscribe, guys, if any of you that maybe have not yet. And keep our visibility up on the YouTube thing, as I'm trying to grow my following on YouTube. On Twitch, I had it going up pretty well, and so I've decided to. I made the decision to leave Twitch behind and had just sort of bite the bullet, rip the Band-Aid off, and go for YouTube full bore. It's a slow build, up to what I don't know, but we're trying to slowly get some people involved and check it out, you know. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do here is, me being the diligent air traffic controller that I am, I'm going to try to use the ILS to 10 as a backup for my approach here. I'm not really doing an approach, but I just want to tune it just for funsies. So the localizer frequency is 111.35. Go ahead and hit the transfer button for that to get that locked in. And the final approach course is 097. So we'll go and turn this baby. 09er, 0, that's 100, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and kind of sync our heading bug with our current heading mode for the. I don't want build mode. Heading mode there. Good, good, good. And I can change this over to VLocalizer. Nav mode. As the flag comes out. Turn out to the left a little bit to a 300 heading. All right. It's such a cool sim, just a scud run, you know. I'm just running right below the clouds. See stuff. I mean, the good quality visuals. Look at all this. That train yard down there looks very, very nice. Trees look really good. A little highway here. Stupid generic tower. Here's the runway we're going to land on. Alright, so about 4 miles out. I'm a little tighter than I want to be, but I'm going to go do a hard left to west. 270. I'll bend it out even further than that, so we'll go like the 260. So get a little bit wider on the downwind. Nice thing about this style of nav radio, the Bendix King here, is that you can really tell when you're on the downwind and you're pointing directly away from the runway, which shows there on the bar. Alright, now I don't think it's actually tuning the localizer correctly. Because I'm not getting anything. No, not getting a SIG on my beeper. 111.35. That's what this says. I don't know. So if we don't get it, we don't get it. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Alright, let's turn the aux pumps on. Then go back to the main tanks. Hello. And we'll keep those on for landing. There we go. Now we got the localizer. We got to get on the right side of the airport. Turn right to north. Yeah, we'll do about... yeah, turn right to north. All right. Let's get ready to see how good of a landing I can do. This is the runway we're landing up for. All right, we'll go a little bit more on the power now. Flaps 1. Flaps 15, I should say. Want to know where the flaps lever is? It's the flaps lever. It was 15 and then goes down to all the way to 35. So there's not really an in-between. And it's nice that it tells you what the retraction minimums are. Well within the white arc. I'm going to go gear down. Savannah traffic, number 5077 Juliet Cessna 310, about 3 miles to the southwest for runway 10, Savannah traffic. And we'll disengage autopilot. Good and slowed down. I'm going to go flaps 35. Going right down in the mall here. Trimming. Savannah traffic, number 77 Juliet, final, about a mile and a half final, runway 10, Savannah traffic. Let's see, we're high. That don't confront me. Take some power out. All right, gear. Fuel. Set on the main tank. Undercarriage is good. 3 green. Watch out, approach lights. Alright, bleed that that speed, bleed that speed. Floating, 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 floating. There we go. I have no idea where the FBO is. There we go. Exit here at Charlie 3. Hard. There we go. 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 More brakes. 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 Woo! Okay. Laps up. All these taxiway names aren't even correct. Unless I just don't know where I am. It's way high on the RPMs right now. There we go. Well, what do we think of that landing? After the landing wasn't so great, but the landing itself was pretty nice. Alright, we got ground crew over here. Park it over there. All right. There we go. Parking brake will set. Avionics off. Anti-collision off. Leave the nav lights on. Just like that, they disappear. Okie doke. So what else do we need to do? All those magnetos off. Alternators are off. Don't need those fuel pumps, obviously. And battery off. All right. Well, that was fun. Nice practical IFR flight down the Atlantic coast, or VFR flight, I should say. Got a couple of practice IFR approaches, ILS approaches in at Charleston on our way down to Savannah. Flew around some weather a little bit, got down below some clouds, and now, of course, it's clearing out. But nice landing in Savannah. Parked here at whatever FBO this is. I don't know. All right, so that was a good one. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today. I'm going to have to get ready because I got to leave for work in an hour, so get myself fed and all readied up for what I'm sure will be another fabulous night at work. Set the control lock, wheel chocks set. We're going to release the brakes. I'm going to go ahead and put the pitos, the intakes, and the engine covers on. And here we sit on the ground in Savannah, Georgia. Thanks for flying along with us, everybody. We hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you can. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we shall see you soon. Be good.